So God, now me see make people say doctor and nurses wicked.
Oh no.
So, hi everyone, welcome back to CNR Life Uncut again. Again, as I mentioned before, this is part two of my of me giving birth. Part one was about how I knew that I was in labor, why I needed to get down at the hospital. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So I think I left off the last time where they took me back to the bed. Doctor came wrong. I was only at 2 centimeters still. So I think around after 8, after 9, they checked me again. I still did not make any progress. So they start, I think they gave me the thing in my bottom, the enema thing. And after that, like within no time, I don't know, because I expected it to make me go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom in no time, so that didn't like work on me. Reason why I say it didn't work on me, because when I actually start getting pain and so forth and can't manage, I end up and pull my skin on the bed. I asked them for a pan, because as much as I didn't want to push, but every time pain, because I was on induced labor. Oh my God, that crap sent me crazy, especially with no support by my side. My experience might not be your experience. I'm not going to discourage you. Oh, don't get pain. I'm pregnant. That pain hurt like what? No. And again, get back to that. Be careful in what you say. God and your word. Your mouth is a powerful mouth. I remember when I went in secondary school, and me and my friends and them used to be speaking about, oh, when time for labor. Well, one moment. Yes, I used to always say, oh, when I'm ready for children, I want God give me the hottest pain. Well, guess what? God did. Oh my God. So anyhow, around after 12, now fast forward to like after 12. No, before that, after they gave me that, and I went to the bathroom, I poo. After that, I think I went back to the bathroom again, because I still wasn't getting much pain. I was just getting pain in my back, but again, everything was coming like every 5 minutes. So I guess I was so excited too. I was even outside on the balcony walking up and down, because I needed the exercise. And around after, you can say around after 11, it's after 11 when I went. Anyhow, after I went to the bathroom. After I went to the bathroom, I went to pee. When I pee, there was like this big, thick, white, slimy, bloody thing that passed. I think they call it some kind of plug or something the other. But my water bag wasn't broke or anything as yet. Then after 11, the doctor came back and checked me. When she checked me now, I was still at 2 centimeters. At this moment, I was fed up. At this moment, I was fed up. I was like, doctor, only 2 centimeters. Then I hear the whisper something to the nurse, and then she came back and was like, oh, I'm going to induce you. But at first, she bust my water bag. So she pushed up her hand up for me. Oh, all this pushing up and up, pushing up of hand and so forth, that is not a good feelings. Oh my God. So she did that, and she put a scissors and she cut the bag or something. She put like a scissors thing and ripped the bag. So they had to put me on a pan to sit on the bed. So when she do that now, all of the water will. So when that happened, she asked me if I poo. I said, no, I did not poo poo. I only poo in the toilet. She said, if I poo in the pan anytime, I was like, no. She was like, but a lot of poo poo is in the bag. So at that moment, they found out that she kind of was already start pooing in the sack. So when she born, they had to like give her some sort of purge out or something the other. I can't remember because that's like practically a year and some ago. Um, yes, so they put me on the induced labor machine. And yo, at that moment, I felt like I was going crazy. If you're from St. Vincent, you know where the hospital is and you know where the cemetery at. I believe that you could have heard my mouth from the mat A ward. Oh, at that moment, due to COVID-19 also, the mat A and mat B was joined. So you just move around from mat B and go in a room to give birth, then you come back around. Anyhow, while there, you know, the pain start increasing force. I had in braids, I start loosen the braids, free up my head because yo, that pain was, when I tell you the pain was hot, my parents knew that I had Shekinah before I even called them, and they were in Kingston Park at that moment. They were at Kingston Park at home at that moment. Some neighbor was outside passing. They was like, oh, that's not like room out there. Time like soon as she kind of pop, I was like, thank God they call home. Oh, roll on the baby, yada yada. But anyhow, this induced machine and like every hour they keep coming and inducing the pain. And I start, yo, if I never prayed before, I prayed that day. I bawled and I was like, yo, people tell me about this induced pain. I strong. I going to go through this. I'm a boss. I'm gonna mash up this place. I am just the boss. I'm not gonna scream down and yo. When I done, I was finished. I afraid to pass back on the ward. How I shame. I
Really?
actually I didn't have a fan at that moment, so I stripped when the doctor came back and was like to check me or something. And the doctor was like, Mrs. Kato, why you strip like that? When time to give birth, how are you going to go around to the room? I was like, nurse, I don't care. I just want her out. I bet I said, God, and one of the nurses, I remember when while going for what is called the checkups with Shekinah, I remember the nurse always told me that, oh, you got to speak to her, you have to speak to her. You have to let her know honor in the belly. When that day come, you come out smooth and nice. So on that day now at the hospital where I gave him birth, I remember the nurse start saying that and I start talking out loud. Like, Shekinah, you promised mommy, I spoke to you already. I told you that when this day come, you gotta be easy, you're
Oh
gonna come out
no.
smooth, you're gonna be a good girl and so forth. and and you're not doing that. She kind of mommy just want to hold you in her hands. And every minute I start like going over the same bed panting to try and pee, and every minute I feel like I wanted to tutu, but it's like little pieces of tutu were coming, but I didn't want to force because I remember this saying that if you keep forcing, you can damage your vagina or you could damage your cervix. And I concerned about my body too. So I didn't want to be forcing and I start, oh God, God, I just pray, oh God, I just talk to you every day, I just pray to you every day. God, just please help me, oh God. And I start bawling for all kind of murder. Then the doctor came back again. I think this time was around after too because every minute I keep putting my hand in and I was like, doctor, not somebody come check again, come see how far me reach because that pain I kill me. Oh God, I have people wicked down here. This and that because every minute she was coming to, as I said, speed up the induced pain. So every time she come back, I was keep cussing out and say, oh God, all the people again. Oh God, me them pain, me I go crazy. And you tell me I told you induce the pain again. Oh God, this a wickedness. Oh God, now me see make people that say doctor and nurses wicked.
What?
And I remember this male attendant was outside and he was saying that I only know you can't pan God, you think we wicked away high in your belly wicked day. Make she not come. Tell she pray and beg God to make she not come. If you not been no God before, you pray and ask me, well, I cuss out the man too. But anyhow, I did not. Because I was always saying, like, never be rude to nurses and doctors because they are the one to help you and save you in case of any situations. So around after 3, the doctor came back to check, and she kind of was only at 3 centimeters. When me hear that, me say, oh God, only there. Nurse, no, me say, doctor, just I want surgery because at that moment too, the last time I drank water was like probably the day before. Because when I wake up and pee, I did not drink any water that night. And they asked me all those questions like if I drank water before I come down, when was the last time I drink, and so forth. So apparently this question was in case I had to do surgery. Give me one moment. Yes, in case I had to do surgery. So I told them no. And at this moment, my lips was drying up. My body was totally dehydrated. I felt like I was going crazy, like literally crazy. So I even begged them. So I was like, nurse, even just a drop of water on my lip, please, my dead. Then at this moment, I was like, nurse, I just want you out. Doctor, I just want you out. I forgot what the doctor name out in, but she's a very nice doctor, a dark, and she have natural hair. Not curly, but like niggerish hair, like black people hair. And she's nice. She have bold eyes and so forth. And I was like, doctor, I just want you out. I just want you out, doctor. Give me surgery, doctor. I can't take this pain no more. And I start carrying on, and the doctor was like, Mrs. Cato, surgery is the last thing you want. Then the nurse came back and she just keep coming back, and she tell me she know that because of COVID, I won't have anyone to come and like rub my back, so none again. But the place got a little busy also, so I could not have her as much as I would have liked. But I did understand that. And I start begging the doctor to give me surgery. And she was like, Mrs. Cater, that's the worst thing you want to know. That's the worst thing. That's the last thing on your list I will look to give you. You look like you were able to give birth. I don't want, that's my last choice. And she started explaining, I was like, doctor, I don't care. I just want this child out. I just want this child out. And me myself now was coming, doctor, and every minute I pushing up my hand inside of me. But that was bad too because I was pulling every time she was coming down. When she was pressing, poo was keep coming out. So what happened? Every time I didn't know that. So every time I put my hand there by that area, I keep putting poo inside of myself also. So they give me a little washout and so forth also because of that. Then I think around after 4 minutes to 5, I put my hand there again because the pain was keep coming. And at this moment, I remember screaming, doctor, something I come down on a doctor and me no want, me not push doctor and doctor, me not push. So I keep repeating myself, doctor, all you need to come, nurse, all you need to come check because me no want damage me cervix. I was speaking just like I'm speaking now. I remember speaking like that. Doctor, me no want damage me cervix. Oh God, my cervix. Oh God, somebody just come now, and I start crying because I remember now that anyhow my inside damage and that could lead to cervical cancer and so forth. And I said, doctor, me not have control, something come down. Then I eventually put my hand there, and when I put my hand there, I felt that moment that my vagina was open up, and I actually feel like a big ball was there, and I could feel hair also, and I know my vagina did not have hair, so the hair that I'm feeling, and it was very smooth and silky, so I know that wasn't my vagina hair. So I was like, nurse, all you come, the baby coming, and they was like, Miss Kato, just relax yourself, you just exhaust, what's the word, exhausting yourself, relax. I was like, doctor, this time me not lie, because all the time I was keep telling them to come and check, and every time they come and check, it's like nothing. So they probably got fed up with me. But again, that was just me at that moment. And I was like, doctor, this time in her life, something there, me could feel she had the head done did it. Then one of the nurse probably get sorry for me and just come and check. Then when she come and check, she tell me open up. But I was open up at that moment already because I could not have closed my leg no matter what. Then they all are like, yeah, come, bring the wheelchair quickly and so forth. They try to put me over in the wheelchair quickly. At that moment, I was totally naked. When I tell you I was on the bed in all different positions, I don't even think my husband ever experienced those positions with me. But yes, she kind of had me on that bed in all different things. I went on the ground, I stooped down, I bent over upon the people then bed, I reach up on the people then bed head, in all sort of thing while going through the pain throughout that process. So then they put me in the wheelchair. I wanted to at least video that moment. But again, I didn't have no support persons by me, no one to hold camera. I won't, everything started happening so quickly. And I remember at a moment too, because my mommy and Wyan was keep calling me. But from the moment that I got hooked up on the induced machine, I tell y'all, I didn't want to have nothing to do with those phone calls. I turned off my phone completely. I turned off my phone completely. So yeah, then they take me around to the room and they was telling me not to push, only when the pain come and like make a noise and so forth. Actually giving the birth, like she coming at the moment, was the easiest process of all, the easiest part of the journey, because as soon as I went wrong in the room, they cut, well, they told me that they can't cut. They don't want to cut to give me pain. So whenever there is pain, let them know and they will do the cutting. So it's just like one pain. So when that heavy pain come on, they just cut one time. I actually felt when they cut, but she kind of pressure was more heavier, so I could not have studied it. And then she came out, and when I did my ultrasound, they told me that I was having a girl. Even at my gender reveal, they were saying that I having a girl. But you know, they just are saying, oh, sometimes the ultrasound say you're having a girl, but it's a boy. So at that moment, soon as she kind of came, the first thing I wanted to see was her private part, because somehow I was convinced that I was having a boy and this ultrasound was lying to me. I don't know why. All I did more than one ultrasound at different occasions. But first thing I do, I grab her. I felt a head pack of hair. I was super happy. But then I opened her legs. I see it was a girl, and that's all I wanted to know. I didn't matter if she have 10, 20 toes, 4 eyes, or nothing. I just wanted a girl child so badly. So after the rest me and her, and she kind of was so, she kind of braced herself on me and I start crying. I didn't have watch her face exactly. I didn't see notice any mark or anything to know in case anything to happen in the different room. I would know, okay, that's not my child or whatever. But I start crying. They start sewing me and so forth. And yeah, that's practically it. My pregnancy journey. Somehow I believe I forget some parts, but again, I really hope that you enjoy my pregnancy journey, and please don't forget to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. How was your journey? Uh, what what is the best part of this video that you enjoyed? Just drop a comment and tell me something. Just tell me something. Tell me if you're having a baby coming soon, or if you would like to have a child or something. Again, please don't forget to tell a friend, to tell another friend, and another friend. I will give you another video also about a little mishaps that happened at the hospital with me, that I could have probably died. Something could have just lead on to something. But thank God again. But God is great. Again, bye. And I really hope that you enjoy this video, because I know you guys were looking forward for this video. Thank you for watching.